Today, I want to talk about the media, the West, and how it always seems to be focused on what maybe Africa's doing or what China's doing, but nobody seems to be paying attention to what they do. America and the Soviet Union and maybe one or two other countries are probably the most armed countries in the world. But what am I hearing? The minute Burkina Faso looks like it could defend itself, the media goes crazy, talking about the West is worried. The West is not worried about Burkina Faso. France and all the rest of the European countries that's been feasting off of Africa like they're a host or something. The only reason why they are actually putting the media hit on people like President Ibrahim Traore, that's my name for him, He is it. Because he's decided to step out there like a Malcolm X and Nkrumah, and a lot of these other black men who put themselves in positions of speaking for a people who fought against rifles with spears. But you don't talk about that. You don't talk about what you do to the country, what you steal out of the country, Africa, South America, and all over the world. But you always want to know, especially when it comes down to black people, how much they got, what they doing, and even at work, if two or three of black guys get together, somebody, a European running over there to see what's going on. But we can't come to your house. We can't come to your KKK meetings, even though some of us have. I think they're crazy, but that's what they do. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to call out the media, and not just the media, because you see, when you buy up all means of communication, what do? You own the information that's put out to regular people, and most people will not research. Even me, sometimes I get led to believe things on YouTube because I don't watch the news, because I know that's already tainted. The news is something like the Bible, already rewritten for you. You understand? It'll tell you, give the man your other cheek when he slap you. But you slap a European and see if he give you the other cheek to slap. And that's the focus of my conversation is, why nobody calls out Europeans, the media, the 1%, they're all the same thing. And Democrats asking for money. What did you do with the money we gave you all these centuries? And now we don't have much of a choice on who we pick, because if we stick with Trump, most of us who are below the poverty line or middle class, you won't be able to make it. Now it's getting real for everybody. You see, you back out there in the field with the slaves again. When you first came here, you came here maybe not as a slave, but you came here under a contract, working for the same people that look just like you, till they put you in charge. Now, a lot of people, when you speak up for yourself, they want to say you hate something or hate somebody. Well, I think it'll be an idiot to love somebody who's every day their job is to make your life rougher. Okay? You may not whip individuals anymore. But your capitalism is a whip. Your media is a whip. Your non-representation is a whip and lashes. But the saddest part about that is the psychological pull that you have with communities that you've redlined. You've put crosses in their front yards. You've actually drowned whole towns, burned them down because you were jealous. You didn't want us to have anything. And now we don't want to have nothing because simply you've implanted the chip in some people and they don't know how to take it out. It's like you sometimes you feeling bad, you have to flush yourself out. We don't know how to do that. Or we too lazy to do that. And when somebody start telling you about that, because we always can find somebody from our community to go run and tell that. But I just wanted to say I am sick and tired of hearing the media talk about what Africa's doing. And the only reason why you're doing it is because now you don't get to rape it and do the things that you've done for centuries, and they want to fight back like men do. Imagine this. Imagine Africans over in America and Americans over in Africa. It would be a whole different Africa. You understand? It would be a whole different America. Because the true savages call us savages, apes, and stuff like that. Well, I don't recall ever having any kinfolk other than humanity sleeping in caves, having to go through the Black Plague and things like that. So when you want to be derogatory with your comments and everything else, it's really sad that nobody brings up your history. Okay? You're calling people apes and everything else, and some of y'all got tails. They don't talk about that. They don't talk about you know, the behavior that y'all exercise. Sometimes you do it in public, but most of the time you do it in hiding. You do it at the dining room table when you teach your children to hate. And you hate. When you came over, no less than slaves, the majority of y'all, they had to give you things that they never gave to the black man, and they took from not only the black man, the Indian, the South American, the Mexican, and everybody else. Although we one big family, we have a part of our family that are cavemen. Virtually cavemen wearing suits, because there's nowhere in the world you could be a human being and do the things that you do, and you still do them, and you make people believe that you are the person to follow. People, especially black people, might as well jump off a cliff if they still believe that.